More details are emerging about the future of Nesbitt Memorial and Wilkes-Barre General Hospitals. Now, as we've been reporting, the Wyoming Valley healthcare system is preparing to move its pediatrics, obstetrics, and perhaps emergency room departments at Nesbitt over to General. Our Health Beat reporter Molly Henneberg shows us how emergency services at General would handle the increased patient load.
If you've ever been to any emergency room for a minor injury or non-life-threatening emergency, you know how long the wait can be. But at Wilkes-Barre General Hospital, there are plans to create 2 emergency rooms next fall to improve and speed up care. At Wilkes-Barre General Hospital, doctors say about 47,000 people come through the emergency room each year. Lori Eveland is one of them.
Well, she gave me the option to go to the Nesbitt Hospital because the wait wasn't as long, and I had told her no, that I would stay because I was already here.
This fall, when most of Nesbitt's acute and inpatient care is moved to General, there likely will be even more of a demand on General's emergency services. Right now, some patients at General go through the so-called fast-track emergency room, next door to the traditional emergency room.
This service is meant to speed up the care and treatment of patients that present with urgent injuries or illnesses, but still more minor than those that may be cardiac or shortness of breath or related to more serious injuries.
Right now, this fast-track area is open only on Friday evenings and on weekends. But come October, Dr. Liskoff says this area will be revamped, renamed Suite A, and fully operational 16 hours a day. To get patients with minor injuries and ailments who do not require a heart monitor in and out of the hospital faster. Then Suite B, the new name for the original emergency room, will handle only patients who need emergency care for cardiac or other life-threatening situations, Liskoff says.
We'll be able to place a person with a less urgent injury in a less stressful setting than having to be next door to a patient with a serious heart problem.
Less stress and a shorter time in the waiting room. That's just what Kathy Petrosky would like. She says she waited over an hour and a half before seeing a doctor.
If it helps to get you in faster, yes, it would be a blessing.
Dr. Liskoff says if the demand is great enough, Suite A will stay open longer than 16 hours a day. That's the Health Beat. I'm Molly Henneberg.
Well, Dr. Liskoff also says one reason the hospital decided to set up the 2 ER suites was a study which showed the majority of walk-in patients at General do not require cardiac monitors. Well, Old Man Winter is not finished just yet. Today he reminded us we need to keep our jackets out for another few days. That is, if we can still get into them. But just how long will the cold hang around? Vince Sweeney has all the answers, as always, in his forecast. What a difference a day makes, 24 little hours. After climbing to the mid-70s yesterday, things were back to normal, as in seasonal today. The National Weather Service said temperatures were about 53 degrees in Williamsport, as you see. But if you ask the people, they'll tell you it felt much colder than that. Vince, 9 days till spring, but will it get colder before it gets warmer?
Yes, absolutely. Bingo, you got it. That's it. A prize for Keith. Let's get him something from the prize locker now. That's true. It's going to get colder before it gets warmer. These are very misleading. The highs in the middle column here, very misleading because they all occurred last night, a little after midnight, and it's been down the way ever since. Let's take a look. Montrose right now at 34, Archbold at 39, Shahola with a 51, Mahanoy City with a 45. And the highs again, 50s, and even at 74 Shahola last night after midnight, not today during the day. Lows, down they go, and as you can see in at least one place there at Mahanoy City, the low is the current temperature, and yeah, it's it's not going through the floor here. It's not going through the roof either. Let's take a look at some other temperatures. You can see the contrast, and we've got a good gradient going here. 52 in Atlantic City, Binghamton with 29, 64 in Washington, 34 in Bradford, 25 in Buffalo. So a real good mix of temperatures. Still 52 out Central Park in New York City. So a good mix, good mix. However, this is all going to change the entire picture. We didn't break any records today. 68 and 55, 0, 1984. Sun will rise tomorrow at 6:23 and set at 5 minutes after 6 o'clock. Storm right here for tomorrow. This storm is going to make some serious movement from right now until midday tomorrow. It is going to swing on up and perhaps just about absolutely drag right across Pennsylvania. tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. We're going to get some rain. What you see here in these yellow boxes are yellow boxes. They are severe thunderstorm watches, which we do call watch boxes, popping up along the Gulf Coast. So as all of this swings in our direction, we're going to get rain tomorrow. There could be a little snow or sleet at the outset because it is March and temperatures being what they are. It could possibly happen. But for the most part, it will be remembered as a rainstorm. Satellite and radar combined at this hour across Pennsylvania, not much to show you. Plenty of clouds, thin as they are. But as far as any rain or snow is concerned, no. We're getting tomorrow's the day for some of that nonsense. And the parade forecast, you know, I hate to bring you some bad news, but I'm afraid it isn't very good. Cloudy and chilly with rain arriving. It'll be in the 30s for both the parade in Scranton and the parade in Wilkes-Barre. So if you're going, and I hope you are, you know, dress up and just keep in mind that there will be some rain coming in for us tomorrow. I would imagine that in Scranton and Wilkes-Barre, a little in the way of snow or sleet because that will be largely confined to the mountains. For tonight, partly to mostly cloudy. 30 for the overnight low. Nothing doing tonight. It's tomorrow, midday and onward. Cloudy, afternoon rain, that snow sleet idea in the mountains. The 42 for a high will not come until late in the day. And then tomorrow night, periods of rain. Some of this rain's going to be heavy, and there could be a thunderstorm. 38 for tomorrow night's low. And on Sunday, we'll start to climb out of this a little bit. And what will happen there is some sunshine will come back, but there still could be rain or snow showers, and those snow showers could leave a little snow in the higher elevations, and we don't do any better than 40s as we get through the middle of next week. I got some food for you. Not here, but I'll tell you where to go get it. Wilkes-Barre Township Volunteer Fire Department has a barbecue rib dinner Sunday from noon to 5 at the Fire Department Hall, and also Transportation Guys of Iram Temple have a chicken and biscuit dinner Sunday, March 12th. So,
very good.
Go get
Is that my prize we were talking about?
I'll get you dinner. That's a promise. I'll do that.
Buy me dinner.
John, seriously.
All right. You did before. Well, some people who are paying very close attention to the weather, as Vince indicated, are the organizers of the St. Patrick's Day parades. Both Scranton and Wilkes-Barre will hold the annual parades tomorrow, and today we checked in with city workers in Wilkes-Barre. Everything appears to be set to go. The parade starts on South Main at 10 tomorrow morning. The parade in Scranton starts at 11. It begins on Wyoming Avenue and runs into Courthouse Square. Parades kick off a week of partying because, as you know, St. Patrick's Day is still officially a week away. Big night at the arena, but not for the Penguins. Tracy Zullo is there live with the story. Trace?
That's right, Keith. The Harlem Globetrotters tip off tonight at 7 o'clock. But before we talk about the Globetrotters, there's a little celebrity basketball tournament going on with WBRE and BHT. And Molly Henneberg is on hand, and believe me, we might need her. Stick around. Sports is next.